Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Wednesday afternoon, February 26th. We're looking at Window Trader's market profile of the S&NQ. So, video's later than usual. I had an appointment. I had to leave today at 2 p.m. NVIDIA earnings are out. They've been all over the map. More importantly than that, though, we had one of our largest ranges again in ES. Okay, it is our 9th largest range, and we have nothing to hang our hat on. We have the day's high and the day's low. We tried to go trend up, it failed. We tried to go trend down, it failed. NQ is an $8 range, and plus they failed to go trend down, and they never attempted to go trend up. They took all their power just to fill that little gap that they had from yesterday in NQ. Volume's not good again. Righty goes out. They also attempted to go trend down. Never held. So also righty. So if we open up inside of any of these three indices ranges tomorrow, you're going to need your hard hats. We're only 6 wide in ES, which got lowered late in the day. NQ is also only 6 wide, which never got lowered. But you're going to need your hard hats because those are big ranges with nothing to hang your hat on. The one thing the bulls did is put the daily back into balance, right? It's the first step. Now, they had a price vacuum inside of Monday's range, but couldn't really get going. We did a lot of business up here. Look at this. A lot of business, and then it failed. So, had a good day prior to leaving in A period. And by the way, we all put our dailies back into balance today. ES, by the way, for a while there looked like they might really try to get going and take out yesterday's low. They never did. I took a short in A period to get the overnight low in NQ, which worked. And then I took a couple of ebb and flow shorts. Remember, we opened in NQ. If I could find the opening. We opened, the value was unchanged. Okay, we do end up with overlapping a higher value in NQ. ES late, look at that, became unchanged, overlapping both sides of yesterday. So I got the overnight low in NQ and also on some ebb and flow trades. But the short went out the window at that point. I took the long to get A's high as things started changing. And I also took the long to get the overnight high. We got both overnights. We got both IBs in both of these. Okay? And righty also. Oh, I'm sorry. Take that back. Righty never got the IB high, but they got both overnights. So we went from shorts to longs. Very nice longs in B to get A's high and to get the overnight high in ebb and flow longs. C period. Took the long pretty much on the turnover because NQ pushed down a lot. They never started trend up in C. ES did. But I thought the way NQ pushed down, they would defend one-time framing, and they did. So I got that trade. That was the only trade I took in C. I did get long in D to pop the IB high. Only a 2-lot, but it worked. All right? And then I took a short in E period to stop the one-time framing up as we finally took out D's low. Now, whoa, boy, oh boy, this could have been a home run trade. I took a short in F. I'm like, they never went trend, and ES gave up trend. I'm like, so any rally now, I'm looking to fade the edge or an extreme. Well, I did do that, faded it, but not for a lot. And right after I faded it, this market just came in and pretty hard. Now, I got fortunate in G period. I did take a couple longs. That paid. I did not stay married to them. I longed one against the overnight high. No, I didn't. Hold on. I did not do that. We were talking about doing it, and it got pretty frisky. I was going to be patient. Now, value and everything else has moved since the trade. But at the time, I took the long. Basically, I was looking for half back and value low. But again, this has changed since then. But at that time, I took one a little bit above it. I got something out of it. Then I took a 2-lot right at value low and half back at the time. And I got paid about 20-something points on it. And then that was it. I'm like, forget it. They're getting too aggressive. That's out the window. I had to leave soon. We took out both sides of the IB. And then I left at 2 o'clock. I see we took back the trend days. Now, again, the video earnings are out. And we've been all over the map. So the big thing the Bulls accomplished today was putting the daily back into balance. Mostly short covering. We had a P shape going until they decided to come in pretty good. Our high today is 23.75. Our low today is 59.45.50. That's it. That's it. Now we're back in balance. Yesterday's low is the balance low. You take that out, you're back to down, right? The market went bear, back to balance. Now what is our balance high? Again, that's all subjective. You want to call it just a 2-day balance? I would probably call it a 3-day balance. If we take out Monday's high tomorrow, I'd probably call the daily up. Okay? So for me, I'm using ES as a 3-day balance. Monday's high, Tuesday's low. All right? SPY just quickly with their high and low. Their high is 599.58. And their low is 591.86. So again, a tremendous range with not a lot to lean on. Now, what will we call NQ? Yesterday's low is definitely the balance low, right? Now, we didn't get into Monday's range the way ES did. ES got in pretty good. They almost got the half back. NQ barely got into, as I lose my cursor here. Don't know what's happening. Give me a second. There it is. Barely got into yesterday's range. In fact, forget it. They just barely filled the gap. So to me, NQ is a 2-day balance. I'll use today's high, and I'll use yesterday's low. Now let's go to these charts because I want to show you a couple of things. First, quickly. So here you are. In ES, again, I'm calling it a 3-day balance. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay? Volume, 42 million. So nothing good there. Triple Qs, NQ, I'm calling it a 2-day balance. See? Much different. Little doji there on the candle. So that's, kind of an indecision candle in NQ. Pretty much the same in ES. 2 days to go in the month. Not a pretty candle. And then let's just check in the video where they're trading. Pretty much unchanged. They're down about $1. So not a lot has changed with them. So again, sometimes the market has to rally before it can break again. So was today's short covering part of that? Are we going to continue go from balance back to bear? Or are we going to try to come out of balance back to bull? Remember, not to be ignored. We got back into this big balance. So if you're a bear, you don't want to see Monday's high get taken out. If Monday's high gets taken out, there's a good chance we could grind to the all-time high. If we can't take it out and roll over, then finally we might come out of this to the downside. And one other thing, IWM, look at what they did today. They got right up to the 200-day moving average and backed off. So that's 4 days in a row now. They're back to balance. It's a 3-day balance. But 4 days in a row, they've closed below the 200. Hope you had a good day trading. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel. Enjoy your evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.